Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week and the first BMB football game of the year. I'm Jake Mano.
Wait, Jake, when was the last time you looked outside?
What do you mean? I don't think it's been that long. Why?
Due to unfortunate circumstances, and in simple terms, rain, BMB unfortunately will not be filming the district rivalry game between the Mepham Pirates and the Calhoun Colts.
On behalf of BMB, we'd like to apologize for the inconvenience, but we will have a bunch of things coming out, so make sure you stay tuned.
I mean, although BMB's game is canceled, both the Pirates and the Colts are already on the field and getting set to play as we speak. So while we have the time, why don't you run us through a little bit of what's to be expected, Jake?
So I think Mepham has a great deal of momentum coming into this game. They just won 42-0 in a shutout victory over Roslyn, and they are now undefeated coming into this district rivalry game. So I think they have a lot going forward for them. I think Owen Heller has been phenomenal. I think their defense has given up 7 points total throughout this entire season. They have been great on both sides of the ball, and I think if they can get half of that production this game, they're in very, very a good place. Calhoun, they've been 1-1, but they're coming off one of their biggest victories, really, that I've seen in my time in high school. A 39-13 victory in their homecoming game is incredible. Their run game was dominant. And I don't just say that. They had over 250 yards on the ground, over 4 touchdowns on the ground. They were stifling. They were running all over it on that Saturday morning. It was incredible to see. So I think, especially with the circumstances, if they can continue that run game, they will be in great, great shape.
I agree. Well, the run game is going to be a factor for both sides, but for Calhoun coach Rawls, having experience on the O-line has built his team around the idea of overpowering his opponent, both in the trenches and in the front seven.
Definitely. And with this rainy weather, it won't be easy to stop the presence of Nick Gampero and the rest of the defensive line that Mepham has. But I can't help to think that this is going to be a great game from start to finish.
You know, there's a lot that goes into either team being able to come out on top. But what are 3 things that Mepham has to do in order to remain undefeated?
Well, I think there's a lot of things you could say. And I think first, you have to win the upfront battle. I mean, Calhoun is going to be really focusing on overpowering you. So I think if your offensive lineman, if your defensive lineman can really fight back and win that battle, you're going to set yourself up great. Second, win the turnover battle. It's the biggest thing in any football game, no matter what game it is. Do not give up mistakes. Do not beat yourself. That is the biggest thing. No free interceptions, no fumbles, especially when the ball is going to be slippery. You have to hold on to it. If you could play a polished game, that is going to set you up. And third, limit Calhoun's run game. It is the heart and soul of their team. You know it's coming. You know where the ball is going on most plays and on most first downs. So I think if you're going to be able to limit their game and how they run their offense, it's definitely going to set you up for winning this game. So let's move it over to Calhoun. Jacob?
All right. So for the first key to the Calhoun's games, you have to play physical. You have to be dominant on that field. Make sure you get those touchdowns. Number 2 is you got to minimize these mistakes, these small, tiny mistakes, whether they're in your head on the field. You got to cut them out of the game completely. And number 3, finally, you have to keep moving forward no matter what. Your main goal is to win this game. So they have to stay focused on that end goal.
I mean, definitely, it's a district rivalry game. So I think after every drive, after every play, no matter what the result was, keep pushing forward, keep pushing yourself, give 110%. And I think that is the motto of the Calhoun Colts. But Jacob, I think that may just be all the time that we have.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. And while we're done up here, the game outside is just getting started.
So, as we watch for what may only be able to be described as a slip and slide game, we look forward to kickoff as the road to the rivalry game is over.
Good luck to both teams, and may the best BMCHSD team come out on top. For BMB, I'm Jacob Sardoui.
And I'm Jake Mano. Have a great night, everyone.